Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Nafsi Yoga and midweek session number 3. You'll be able to find this one on our YouTube channel, Nafsi Yoga, or nafsiyoga.com. All right, a gentle, not quite a gentle session, a moving session. So we'll be standing for at least 2/3 of the session, then we'll come down to the mat. Let's start off in Tadasana. So feet are going to be together. If you need to work on your balance, you can have your feet slightly apart. If that's going to be too much to have your feet together, go ahead and lift all 10 toes. Try to spread the toes out. And as you're lifting your toes, you're working into the inner arches as well. So doing great work there. Now take the toes out and down as if you're gripping the mat. Legs are firm, stomach is in, chest is soft. Shoulders, bring them up, back, and down. Fingers are energized towards the mat. That's it. Okay, here we go. Let's get the breath engaged. So we're breathing in and out through the nose, trying to inhale nice and deep, expand the chest with your inhalations. And then as you exhale, push the air out. Push a little more air out than you bring in. We're trying to get every ounce out of our lungs. You won't, but that's the idea. 2 more breaths right here. Last deep breath in. Nice. Easy forward fold. Hands can come down the legs as you bend your knees as much as you need to. We're sliding the hands down the legs towards the mat. They may or may not touch the mat. Keep the head relaxed, no tension in the neck. And yes, bend the knees as much as you need to here, please. Nice and easy. Hey, let's do ragdoll. Go ahead and grab opposite elbows if you can. Eyes are open. And you can tug just a little bit of each elbow. You'll feel this into the upper back. And you can twist the torso just a little bit. Turn the torso to the left, to the right. Nice and easy. No wild swings here. And release the hands to the mat. Now come up halfway. Give me a flat back. So my legs are elongating a bit here. Chest comes forward, shoulders roll back. Good. So we're really lifting or moving the chest forward here. And your shoulders roll back. You feel the scapula, the shoulder blades come together behind you here. Now inhale. Exhale, slide your hands down the legs. And if they touch the mat or the top of the feet, roll up slowly. That's it. Arms are hanging, head hangs. Your head's the last item to come up. And once you get up, standing, small back bend, hands on hips, pelvis forward. Lift the heart a little bit as we bring the shoulders back. And bring it up to neutral. Groovy. Okay, chair pose, Uttanasana. So I'm going to take my feet apart just a little bit and we sit down into that invisible chair. That's it. Now, this is the first one. We only have 2 to do here, so we're not going to come down too far, but make sure your feet and knees are aligned to the front. And you can see the top of your toes, because if you can't, you need to shift the hips back a bit. And yes, you're going to feel it from the waist down here. And pull the torso up just a bit. That's it. Yeah, I don't want you leaning too far forward with this one here. All right, some of you may have your arms up. That's fine. Give me 1 breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Nice and easy. Lengthen the legs as you bring your hands down. Come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Yep, you can sweep the arms up if you like. Exhale, bring the arms down. All right, chair pose, number 2. Inhale the arms up. Keep your hands, shoulders width apart. and sit down into your invisible chair. Okay, now, if this is too much, you have your arms up, parallel at heart center, or you can rest your hands on your legs, okay? Lots of options here, but do try to shift the hips back a little bit, lengthen the torso, good. And do not hold your breath. Nice deep breaths here. If you're losing your balance, you can even have a hand on a piece of furniture, so that's fine. One more breath in. With your exhale, forward fold. Lengthen the legs, reaching out. Come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Reverse your swan dive, lift up, reach up, and exhale your arms to the sides. Nice. Okay, Warrior One. I'm going to come to the top of the mat to Tadasana. We're going to do Warrior One with a twist. So from Tadasana, inhale, arms come up, palms come together. Exhale the breath as the hands come down to heart center, and take your right foot back to Warrior One. So your right foot plants. There's a slight bend in the left leg, the front leg, and arms extend. That's it. Keep the fingers energized as they reach towards the ceiling. Nice. Here we go. We're going to twist to the left, but inhale first. Exhale your hands down. Your right hand goes to your left knee or left thigh. Your left hand goes to your left hip and twist to the left. You're not going to be able to move that far to the left. Just go where you can. And remember, your head comes along last. So we're twisting. One more breath in. Exhale back to center. Drop your hands. Step up to Tadasana. Good. That's it. Let's try the other side. Inhale, arms up. Palms together. Exhale the breath as the hands come down. And take your left foot back to Warrior One. Plant the foot, extend the arms. Stay strong here. Legs are really working. Arms come back just a little bit here. Yeah, everything's energized. This is a very powerful pose. Arms extended and working. Awesome. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale your hands down. So my left hand goes to the right leg, right hand, right hip, and twist to the right. Yeah, I'm not going as far on this side either. And remember, the bulk of the twist is from the chest down to the waist, not the neck up. Good. Inhale. And exhale back to center and drop the arms and step up. Awesome. Okay, that was a Warrior One with a twist. Let's try Warrior Two. Inhale, bring the arms up, palms come together. Exhale, hands come down. This time, take your right foot back to Warrior number Two. So remember, with Warrior Two, chest and pelvis favor the right side of the mat. My feet are a little wider apart, and I'm looking over the left hand, which is going towards the front. Excellent. Hey, make sure those hands are equal to or slightly higher than the shoulders, not lower. We can work this. All right, exalted warrior. Right hand to right leg. Left palm is up, and lift the left arm up. That's it. Okay, from here, lift your left heel. Yes, it's your front foot now. So your toes are pushing into the mat, and you're lifting your left heel just a little bit. But you're engaging, oh, wow, yeah. You're engaging every muscle, every ligament in the leg at this point. Looks good. And lower the heel and return to Warrior Two. Give me one more breath in. Exhale, arms down and step up. Good. Back into Tadasana, and we'll try the other side. Inhale, arms come up, palms together. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Take your left foot back to warrior number 2. Good. Give yourselves a second here. Check yourself out. Slight bend in the right leg. So that right knee's bending towards 90. It may not be at 90. That's fine. Arms up. Good. Exalted warrior. Left hand, left leg. Right palm is up. And lift the right arm. That's it. Keep your balance. Eyes are open. You're breathing. And from here, lift the right heel off the mat. If only a couple of inches. Just lift it up. That's it. Oh, we're working it. Calf is working. Everything. Great. One more breath here. And release the heel to the mat. Warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale. Drop the arms. Step up. Okay. Step it out a bit here. And we come back to Tadasana. Breath and movement. Let's do 3 of them. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. We swan dive down. Keep the knees soft. Come up halfway with the breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Reach up and extend all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Reach up and extend. Last one. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Reach up and extend. And exhale your arms to the sides. All right, moving on. Eagle pose. This is Gardasana. Now, if you cannot do eagle pose, just do a simple one-legged balancing. You can just bring one knee up and hold onto it with 1 or 2 hands. And use the hand to, like, for a wall or a piece of furniture. So that's your variation for this one. Everyone else, let's take the right arm underneath the left and try to bring the palms together. I know, my palms are not quite together. I'm clasping my fingers together. Good, and we lift the elbows up a bit here. That's it. All right, so now we're gonna sit down just a little and take your right ankle and cross it over the left. Piece of cake. Now, if you wanna go the full measure here for eagle pose, take the right leg up and try to cross the right leg over the left like you did your arms. This way, the right toes peek out from behind the left calf. Yeah, I'm not there. I'm not even close. But we are balancing. Try to balance. Keep the torso tall. Your core is in. Try to lift the elbows up a little bit. That's it. Looks good, folks. One more breath in. Exhale the legs. Your feet come back. One more breath in. Exhale. Release the arms. And inhale. Bring the arms up all the way. We're going to swing right into the other side. That's it. Left arm comes under the right. Yeah, I'm really far apart here, so I'm going to grab opposite shoulders. This is a great variation if you just can't get your hands close together. Another variation, palms together, elbows together. And just lift the elbows up. Okay, so you've got lots of variations here. I'm just going to grab my opposite shoulders on this one. Okay, as before, sit down a little. And you can start with just crossing your left ankle over the right. This is absolutely fine, and yes, you are balancing. If you want to go deeper with this, take the foot up, whoops, lift the left leg up and cross it over the right leg. So yeah, you've got options here. Do what you can. So if you're grabbing opposite shoulders like me, just go ahead and bring the elbows up. Yeah, we're trying to get the elbows parallel to the mat. That's it. Your core is in. Torso is tall. Our legs are bent slightly, but we're doing good. One more breath in. Exhale, the left foot back down. Release the arms. Inhale up. Exhale, arms come down. All right, shake it out. Breath and movement. 3 of them. From Tadasana. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Reverse your swan dive. Lift up, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Reach up and extend. Last one. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Reach up and extend. Exhale your arms to the sides. Balance. Number 2. This is airplane. Okay. Piece of cake. Now we're going to balance first on our left leg. So standing relaxed, not Tadasana, relaxed Tadasana. Take your right foot back just a bit. So you're on your big toes and you're balancing right here and now. You really are. Let's go a little further. Go ahead and pick up the right leg directly behind you so the toes are off the mat. Your stomach is in. The right hip is nice and tight. Now, keep bringing that right leg up as you bring the torso down. You only bring your torso down as much as you can maintain your balance. So if you start to lose your balance, just bring the torso up a little bit. That's it. Some of you may, on a side, may look like a T in the state of Texas. And you may be, not quite so far down. Eyes are open. Do not hold your breath. Keep breathing. You got this. Oh, looks good. Yeah, your hands are just floating by your sides, or you can clasp your fingers and extend your arms so you can work on shoulders this way too. So that's always optional. And recover. Bring it up. Ooh, a little wobbly there. Back into our relaxed Tadasana. Let's do the other side for airplane. Take your left foot back. So you're on your big left toes. Awesome. You can hang right here and keep working on balance, or lift the left foot off the mat just a little bit. This is the next step. And hang right here, or keep lifting the left leg as the torso comes down. If you only come down a few degrees, that's fine. You can work it right here. I mean, with time, we'll be parallel to the floor here. Well, everything except our right leg. And just think about the left leg. Keep lifting it. The one thing we tend to do is relax that leg so the leg is closer to the mat than our torso. So we really want to keep tension, keep pressure on that leg, the lifted leg. That's it. One more breath. We're looking good. Next inhale, recover. Ooh, wow. That was nice. Spit out a bit here. Parsvanasana. So this is a deep fold. This is that Eastern stretch. And I like using a block with this one. So I'll place one block up front. You don't have to use a block here. We'll come to Tadasana. And we'll start with the right leg. Take the right leg back just a couple of feet. Chest and pelvis favor the front, okay? So you can adjust the back foot. You can move it up or take it back a little bit as you see fit. Hands on hips. Inhale, lean back just a little. Exhale, forward fold, and let the hands slide down towards the mat or a block. Now, if you do not have a block and you cannot reach the floor, the hands can brace on the left leg. Keep your stomach in and do not bend your left leg, your front leg. This is the key. This is a very deep Eastern stretch. It's a very deep hamstring stretch. Some of you may be able to get your foreheads on that left knee or somewhere on your left leg. If you can, brilliant. If you're like me, we're still hanging out a distance from that knee. We'll get there with time. Keep your stomach pulled in. Keep your eyes open. Do not bend the left leg. If you feel as if you're bending the left leg, lift your torso up a bit until you're able to lengthen the leg. And using a block or a stack of phone books, if you're old enough to have phone books, is fine. All right, looking good. Let's work on balance now. Take your hands to your hips and keep the torso tight and lift the torso. Lift the torso. Wow, that's a lot of work. Good, step up. Let's try the other side. From Tadasana, take your left foot, step it back a couple of feet, and you can always adjust it. Hands on hips. Inhale, lean back a little. Exhale, forward fold. Slide your hands down the leg towards the mat or a block. And once again, keep your front leg, your right leg, keep it long. Do not bend it, keep it long. Don't lock it out either. I don't want that to happen. And don't sweat it if you can't get anywhere near the floor. Hands can still brace on the legs, but don't put too much pressure on that leg, okay? Use your core to keep your torso where it's at. So we're not putting everything on this leg. We could injure ourselves here, so this is another area. You want as much as your body into the posture or working it to help give you some stability and strength. So yes, we work our core in any number of postures you may not realize. Well, save for the fact that I say it all the time, but you guys get it. All right, a few more breaths. We're doing good. Maybe you come down a little lower. Maybe your forehead's a little closer to your right leg on this one. And if you're like me, mine is not. So, all right, here we go. Hands to hips. Pull that stomach in, keep your balance, and lift the torso. Lift the torso. Woo! Nice. And step up. Shake it off. Okay. That was brilliant. Let's keep going. One more standing posture. We're going to step into warrior two and then extended side angle. All right, from Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, bring the arms up, palms come together. Exhale the breath as the hands come down to heart center and take your right foot back to warrior two. So chest and pelvis, once again, favor the right side of the mat, arms are up. This is Virabhadrasana 2 or warrior 2. Let's go for extended side angle. You can start by bending that left arm, resting the left arm on the left thigh. Right hand to the right hip. Now, if the right hip is up, bring it down. Yeah. As you bring that hip down, you shift the hips forward. You're shifting your center of gravity, and you're going to work this left leg a little more. Now, roll the right shoulder back. Good. Now, you can hang right here. Everything else is optional. Left fingertips towards the mat. If your fingertips are on the mat, don't put too much pressure there. Use your core. The right arm can come up, or you can bring it overhead, reaching towards the center, or towards the front of the mat. Looks great. This is our midweek session, so if you want to go for the bind, you can. Bring the right arm up and behind you. Your left hand goes in between the legs, and you try to clasp your fingers or your wrists, and then keep the twisting action up on the torso. So you're looking up at the ceiling or at the sky. That's it. This is our bind. One more breath in and exhale. Look at the left foot. You can release your hands, and it doesn't have to be pretty, folks. Just come on up. When we do power yoga, we drop into a chaturanga. We won't do that for this session. From Tadasana, mountain pose. Let's do the other side. Inhale, arms are up. Palms together. Exhale. Take your left foot back to warrior number 2. Okay. Yeah, I always like to make a couple of corrections and lengthen out here for warrior two. Great. Now let's go for it. Bend that right arm, right elbow to right leg, left hand, left hip. Next thing up, roll that left shoulder back. That's it. Good. And you can hang, this is fine to hang right here. Make sure the left hip is down, but make sure the right knee does not go beyond the right ankle. I know that's a lot going on here. But if your right knee is the head of your right ankle, scoot your right foot up a little bit, okay, until it's either aligned or the right ankle is slightly in front of the right knee. Okay, you can stay here or right fingertips towards the mat. And yes, you can extend the left arm up or bring those left fingers towards the front. Lots of options here. Keep breathing, eyes are open. If you're losing your balance, you can always look at the right foot. If you want to go for the bind, drop the left hand behind you. Right hand comes in between the legs, reaching for the fingers. That's it. Now I can grab my fingers, and that's about it. Thank you, Rick. Twisting the torso a bit. Looks good. Hang in there, folks. If you've got the bind, you can use a towel or strap too. That works well. Nice. One more breath. And with your exhale, look at the right foot. Release your hands. Woo, and step up. Bring it all the way up. Step it out. And we are coming down to the mat. Cobra is next. So we're going to lie down on our stomachs. Okay, coming all the way down as we lie down on our stomachs, hands underneath the shoulders. That's it. Now bring your big toes together, feet flat on the mat. Elbows are tucked into the sides and your chin is on the mat. This is Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. With an inhale, lift chin and chest. So we're putting some pressure against the mat. Keep your head neutral, elbows tucked in, and roll the shoulders away from the ears. Yes, that's it. Your hips are probably cinched tight, and that's fine. Top of the feet are still flat on the mat. Inhale. Exhale, recover, chin back to the mat. Good. This is all about your lower back. Let's try this one more time. Inhale, press up slowly. So we're not extending the arms all the way. So yes, we are working on our biceps here. Good. Yeah, you're right. The pelvis is still on the mat. Top of the legs is still on the mat. Shoulders are pulling away from the ears. Nice. Yeah, my fingers are spread here, but my pinky is in. Always got to favor the pinky. Inhale. Exhale, recover. Slowly chin to mat. And as soon as your chin touches the mat, Balasana, child's pose. So push up to all fours and then push your hips back to your heels. You can fold your arms and rest your head. And let's give it about 4 breaths right here. And don't sweat it if your hips are not touching the heels. They don't have to here. But we are elongating the spinal column, and it should feel pretty good. One more breath in. And recover. Let's come up to all fours. Yeah, we have a one arm up twist. So from all fours, let's take the right hand to the right hip and twist the torso to the right. That's it. And this is as far as you need to go. We're pulling that shoulder back, opening up the chest, and some of you may have your right arm extended. This will put a little more oomph in that twist. But it's optional, okay? You can keep your right hand on the hip. One more breath in. Exhale and recover. Other side. Left hand, left hip. And twist the torso to the left. Pull that left shoulder back. It may not feel like much, but you're doing pretty good work here. And your head is coming with the torso, so you may not be looking at the ceiling. And don't strain your neck on this one, okay? Just go where your body's going. And of course, you can extend the left arm up. This is optional, but it will give you a little more oomph in your twist and in the upper back. Inhale, exhale, recover. Woo. All right, let's have a seat. We're going right into Navasana, boat pose. From a seated posture, legs are bent. You can take your hands behind your knees, lift one leg up, and then the other. That's right. Now, of course, you can go further. You can take your arms out. And yes, going further still, you can extend your legs. This is Navasana, also known as boat pose. Stomach is in, nice and tight. You're focused. And wait, the worst that can happen, you roll backwards. But don't worry, you guys have got it. You look good. One more breath, wherever you're at, and recover. Wow, nice. So I like pulling my torso up here just a bit. We have one more of those to do. So we did cobra pose, working solely on the back, even though we did some back work or standing postures. But now it's a strict focus on the core. And yes, we had a lot of core work standing. Let's do our second one. Okay, of course, you can take your hands behind your knees if you need to. And if you're having a horrible day, just do one leg. I mean, if you're having a really gut-wrenching bad day, first, you shouldn't be doing yoga. After that, just use one leg and lift it. Keep the torso up. You're still working on your core, okay? And you can just progress bit by bit, okay, until we get a little better with this posture. Move along a little further. It takes time. All right, because I'd like to have my legs closer to my face one of these days. Arms are out. We are breathing. You're working legs, you're working core. Yeah, we might be good for a piece of apple pie after this. Some ice cream. Last breath in and recover. Shake the legs out. Ooh, nice, nice, and nice. Okay, cobbler's pose. Let's work into the hips one last time. And I'm going to sit on a block with this one, because I just really do. So for cobbler's pose, go ahead and bend your legs, feet are flat, bring the soles of the feet together, and drop your knees off to the side. Okay, so as the heels come in, now I'm sitting on a block. I like, for some seated postures and some seated forward postures, I like having my hips a little higher. I've got tight hips, but this posture works directly into the pelvic girdle. So we're doing great here to work these areas. Now you can use your elbows on the inside of your knees. So if you're holding onto your feet, to push the knees down just a little bit. You can also use some heavy blankets on each knee, or maybe a Ziploc bag filled with sand. It is our lovely, inexpensive weight that we like to use. Of course, you can always go out and buy sandbags, but you probably have dirt behind where you live. So grab a Ziploc and do it the easy way. All right, some of you are folding forward. That's fine. If you're not folding forward, you have a nice tall torso. I'm good either way. For those of you that practice Ashtanga, yeah, you're doing a forward fold, taking your forehead to your feet. So that much I get. All right, looks good. Got a couple of more breaths right here. So this is my usual angle here, working everything top to bottom and getting a little bit of specific work in, especially on the hips. Now, when we did Warrior 2, even Warrior 1 with a twist, but Warrior 2 and extended side angle, oh yeah, that was working the hips. You may have felt it in the hamstrings, but it's all about hips. All right, we're looking good. Go ahead and bring your knees up one at a time or together and just hug your knees in. Oh, that's it. Hug the knees in. I'm lifting my toes off the mat as well. Heels are pulling down. Nice. And find a comfortable seated posture. Yep, it's called Sukhasana. Ooh, and you can just extend your legs out if you like to. And a scan of the body. You can work from the toes up, how the ankles feel, the knees, working up to the thighs, the hamstrings, the waistline, core, upper chest, and of course, don't forget about the back, your lower back and upper back, shoulders, your neck, and once you get closer to the crown chakra, how you feel overall. And we scan back through the body to see what's happening and realize we've done pretty good stuff here today. With one last deep inhalation, bring your arms up and overhead, palms come together. Exhale the breath as the hands come down. Pass your third eye to your heart center. On your continuing journey, remember always to remain kind, remain gentle, and always remember to stay fearless. Thank you for a great session this afternoon. Thank you, and namaste.